Douglas H. Webb.
How old are you, dear?
8/9/23. Well, I think I might as well do it in the order I have. The first thing I would talk about would be the muddy roads we used to have in the early years. And we used to have to pull people out of the mud and water with the horses because it's all we had to pull. And they're quite good about paying us. We didn't charge anything. We had 2 horses, Cub and Major, and Major was a good horse to pull cars out, but Cub used to yank on the bumper, tear it right off the car. We couldn't hold him. You know, he'd get excited about pulling the car out. Yep. And the worst mud hole was right at the end of my driveway now. And that's where we had to pull them out of, because the water used to go across the road and now fills them 2 ponds across the road. I don't know if you know anything about them, but anyway, it's much, much different than it used to be. And then my next subject is snowed in. My dad used to have to go to the town. My dad was out with a snowplow all night long, and he called from somebody's house and wanted me to make sure that cows were let out to water. We used to let them out to water and drive them all the way to the creek on the other side of the pasture. And we opened the door, and the snow was that high in front of the door. And the cows would not go out. They were stuck in there. We even let them all out of the we let them out of the stalls. And that made no difference. They wouldn't go out anyway. And we didn't have any, what do you call them? Cattle prod. We didn't like the idea of them anyway. But, so, my dad got a hold of one of us and said, "Don't go to school today. Stay home and get those cows watered." So what we did is we started carrying the water, because you couldn't do anything with the cows, so we had to carry the water to them. So we put them back in the stanchions, and then we carried it. There was a spring right across from Kurt Bennett's house. I don't know if you know him. And so we started carrying water from there. We carried a pailful to each cow. And then they wanted more, so we had to do another pailful to each cow. That includes horses and calves and pigs. And so they finally, what we had to do is take a milk can and lay it down on the ground full of water. Not on the ground, on the top of the snow. And so we fastened a rope on each handle on each side of the milk can, and we some of us got on the right and some on the left, and we pulled it on top of the snow all the way down to the barn. Mm-hmm. So that was a very, very hard work. Our house, that house, she's got a picture of, burned down. So we called the fire company, which we had one truck then, a tanker truck. There was a pump on the front of it, but it was about as cold a year as we had anyway. And it was frozen when they pulled in the driveway. It would not pump.
What
So
year
that's-
was that, Dad?
Hmm?
What year was it? What year did the house burn?
When was it?
Like-
1956, I think. 1956, does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's a golf course now. We had, my dad, when Dad owned it, he had 144 acres, but he bought the adjoining property, and that was 100 acres, so we had 244 acres that had to be taken care of. This is the barn down here, of course, very obstinate cows.
Well, Dad, while you're talking about the cows, what was the story about them dumping the milk?
Doing
Since
what?
you're talking about the cows, the kids dumping the milk.
Oh, yeah. My dad, remember Uncle Richard Lee?
Oh, yeah.
He got he had a LaSalle, old LaSalle, and Dad bought it from him, or he gave it to him for it, I know. And so he told me, he said, Doug, I want you to take that LaSalle, take the milk, we always put a milk on Arlington Road. We had to take it out the end of our Webb Road. So anyway, I did it. And when I was coming back, after I took the milk off of the milk stand, I was coming back and I looked over my shoulder, and I can't figure today why it was I looked back, but some snotty kids were dumping the milk on the ground. And it wasn't no strike on or anything. They were just doing it out of meanness. So I thought, well, they're not going to get away with this. And I turned around quick, and the LaSalle was a big passenger car. So it was easy to turn around. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I did not have a license to drive. It didn't matter in those days. And then I thought, I'm going to get them, see if I can get them. And I couldn't. They saw me coming, and they were gone.